Beware approaching the De Young Museum. I always found that very interesting. It's very tall and very austere. Of course, the wall of donors, people contributing what they can, and there was a lot. It's a very big section as well. This courtyard, no one was sitting in it, and it seemed kind of interesting. Very unfinished blocks of granite. This seemed kind of tall, sort of foreboding, and it's really interesting because it's very gorgeous inside. The artist is lovely. A lot of different donators. These are a little bit more financially larger, with some of them over $50,000. Didn't recognize all the names. Some of these even higher, and it's a very big building. They definitely did a lot. Of course, this is lowrider culture, and the bike in the back of the other one is really part of the culture as well. Of course, indigenous art comes in a lot of different forms, from jewelry to a bunch of other things as well. There were some significant players, and many parts of the museum were dedicated to people like this. Monet is one of my favorite Impressionist artists. Venice is very gorgeous, and a lot of Americans own property there. The arts of indigenous America covers everything from clothing and a lot of different cultural aspects. Rose B. Simpson Lexicon is one of the artists celebrated. You know what? I have to admit, I didn't really know anything about her. The De Young Museum store had a lot of things from clothing to art to books and a whole bunch of other things. The Fern was very interesting. The court, very lovely. And of course, please like, subscribe, and share. I really associate ferns with humidity, maybe, and wetlands, but it definitely wasn't wetlands in the museum. Now, there was a whole bunch of different people at the museum, and it was really good to see a lot of real big variety of people there. Monet. Let's see, Venice was too beautiful to be painted. Monet did it anyways. It's a man was quoted talking about himself. This particular painting was at the beginning of the museum. Really set me back a little bit. It's very beautiful. From the observation tower, you can see actually a couple of churches here. It is really gorgeous from this place. And of course, this is leaving the San Francisco Bay Area to the water, and of course, the northwest view of San Francisco. This particular view really was so beautiful. It seemed unreal, like I was looking at something not real. Another gorgeous view, and of course, in San Francisco, it is all about the view. This is, of course, San Francisco with many different communities within it. Like many other areas, this is, of course, dedicated to acknowledging the people that have helped this beautiful institution. Ruth Asawa was an artist there, had a lot of things to be displayed. It was a lot of organic, a lot of geometric shapes made with metal, and it seemed really lifelike. This really is very organic in shape, which is odd, it's metal. And this one I really liked. It seemed like gemstones inside of it. She really merged two mediums together. And of course, we're back to geometric shapes, organic shapes in combination. It's really an interesting style. Of course, it's probably a good idea to spend hours here, if not a couple days. It is definitely worth the visit.